Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Angela Bell from She Rises Studios, and today I am so excited to announce the release of our latest anthology, I Am Worthy. So today the book is out in ebook on Amazon, and I have the pleasure of joining some of the authors here today to celebrate the release of their book. So this day and age, right? I mean, there's so much noise out there telling us what we should be, who we should be, whether it's family, social media, friends, whoever. And in this book, we get to explore resilience, empowerment, and self discovery and hear from women who were able to get to the belief that I am worthy. So, first and foremost, congratulations, ladies. I am so excited to be here with you. I hope you are all so very excited today. And thank you for joining me. Welcome, welcome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get each of you to introduce yourself, tell everybody a little bit about who you are, the name of your chapter, and what inspired you to share your story. So Deborah, I'll get you to start us off.
Yes. So my name is Deborah Moore and I live in the UK. Actually live in a van. And so my chapter is called Worthy to be Wild, Weird and Wonderful, because I was always very wild. I always felt wild as a young person and as a teenager. But, as with a lot of us, I was brought up in a culture where I had to be normal and, toe the line and behave like how a young woman should behave. I was brought up in the 60s and 70s. And it's been an amazing journey through my life to finally go, actually, do you know what? I am worthy to be wild, weird, and wonderful, and that, it's absolutely okay. And so, yes, that's what I do. That's how I live now.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, thank you, Deborah. I thoroughly enjoyed your chapter. Thank you so much for being here today. All right. Kimberly Tyler.
Hi, I am really excited about this project. One of the things that I think that you mentioned is that we all want this photoshopped life with social media, and that's not most people's reality. And I think that we want to run around with our little Photoshop and our jar of spackle and just try to make everything cover up all those cracks in our lives that aren't, so exciting and beautiful. And the title of my chapter is Broken Vessel, Holy Light. And it's basically that there is a light inside us. And as long as that vessel is solid and perfect, that light can't really shine through. And sometimes it's through our brokenness that light can actually get out and be seen. And I think it's good for other people to see that we don't have the perfect life all the time. And we are in a process of being healed. And my chapter talks about one of the Japanese art forms that fixes cracks with refined gold. And when that crack is fully healed, it is actually more valuable than before it was broken. And I think that that's can be a really good way for us to look at the challenges in our life and the process that we're going through of being both broken and healed at the same time. So I'm very excited about this book and the other authors that I've had the honor to work with. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Yes, it's just like what Rumi says, right? Our wounds are where the light enters in. So it's so very true. So very true. All right, Melanie Starr. Oh, one sec. I think you're muted. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you, Angela. It's great to be here. It's great to be taking part in another project with She Rises, the I'm Worthy project. My project, my chapter, I called it Help. I Lost My Self-Worth and I Need It Back. So I'm a women's empowerment coach, and I do focus a lot of my work on women who are going through divorce after a long marriage. And I decided to get involved in this project because one of the things that I see in these women, it's really very sad, is how much our worth is tied up in our roles as a wife and a mother, and what we do in our homes and with our families. And then when that falls apart, women's sense of purpose and identity and their sense of worth really can be shattered. Or the other thing that happens that's just as, if not more tragic, is that the dynamics within the marriage itself over time can slowly whittle away at their self-worth if it's not a healthy relationship, and they if they're in a situation of narcissistic abuse, anything like that, where they actually start to doubt their own perception of reality, who they are, if what they think is even real. So people can come out of these situations pretty fractured, feeling really small and uncertain, and then they're having to rebuild their lives, right? So I and if you're trying to get out into dating again and you're not really grounded in self-worth, it's really, really hard these days for people. So I work with my clients on this a lot, and building up slowly from starting to even understand themselves, like becoming more aware of what's going on inside themselves, learning to have compassion for themselves, learning to accept themselves, take care of themselves. It's sort of it's really hard to go from like not liking yourself at all to loving yourself. It's like jumping over the Grand Canyon. So I teach this more like step-by-step method of learning how to anchor in your self-worth one step at a time, starting with learning how to tune into your body and what's going on in your nervous system. So that's my chapter talks about my own experiences in life and the things that tore my self-worth apart. Actually, before it was even established, my self-worth got kind of fractured before it was even established. So I talk about that a bit and how that all changed over time, and then how people can start to anchor in their sense of the fact that our worth isn't based on anything outside of ourselves, like what we do for a living, how much money we make, how we dress, what our figure looks like, or anything like that. It's based on who we are, like just the fact that we're here on the planet as human beings. Our worth is intrinsic, so it can't, it's there, we just have to find it. It's always there.
It's so true. Thank you, Melanie, and thank you for bringing your wisdom to this amazing book. Sarah Evelyn.
Hi. So my chapter is breathing into the unknown, and I was looking to pull it up, and I have a million files. But basically, I take my experience as someone that has had a traumatic brain injury, and I can't recall if I put anything about my marriage in it, but I know that there's just been so many reasons in my life for why I've doubted whether I was worthy of the breath that I have. And so that was what I wrote about.
Thank you,
Just
Sarah.
that, letting people know that they're worth it, that their breath is theirs. And yeah, you're going to have things you're going to doubt, but absolutely that just encouraging them that, it doesn't matter. Their breath is theirs and they're worth it.
Such a powerful message. Thank you, Sarah. Danny.
My chapter is called The Clothespin, and it's basically unraveling words and the way that they have influenced my life from a small girl all the way into adulthood. And it revolves a lot around the relationship with my father and things that I settled into, and going through life and then having life kind of get a hold of you. And I got sober and had a huge awakening and was able to step in my soul purpose. And so I kind of broke it up into 3 phases, and you know, the root of it, you know, and then when I was in the thick of it, and then getting sober and where I'm at now. So and just based on my worthiness and being able to step into my true purpose as a healer, and starting my own business and healing myself so that I can help heal others. So it's just the story basically about my becoming, and the short version, I suppose.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pia.
Yeah, hi ladies. Yeah, so my chapter is all about following your dreams, or following my dreams, and make them happen. And yeah, so for me it's connected to feeling worthy or being worthy, and vice versa. Like, if you have the feeling of being worthy, then of course you follow your dreams and make them happen. And the other way around, when you have the experience the first time, that if you have a huge dream and finally make it happen somehow, soon you realize that the world opens up to you, and there's a total new world in front of you. And so yeah, that's my chapter.
Amazing. Thank you. Well, ladies, so I love how this book came together and the collection of messages shared. And I think that this is such an important topic, because so many of us nowadays struggle with worthiness, right? It's like we're constantly trying to earn our right to exist, earn our right to hold space, to occupy space. So I wanted to congratulate and thank each and every one of you for sharing your stories, for sharing your truth, for having the courage to write it down and share it with others, so that they too can know that they're not alone and that they are worthy. So congratulations, ladies. The book is out in ebook form on Amazon. You're sharing it with everyone you know, I'm willing to bet. And I really hope you each take a moment today and just be stinking proud of yourself, because this is quite an accomplishment, and it's going to impact lives and change lives, and it's going to change the lives of people that you might never meet. So congratulations. Yay. And for everybody watching us here today, go out and buy your copy of I Am Worthy. It is available in ebook on Amazon. It will be coming out in paperback in the next 2 weeks. And we'd love to hear your feedback. Let us know what impacted you the most, what resonated with you. You can either leave a review on Amazon, or you can send it to us over at She Rises Studios. But let us know your thoughts. These ladies would love to hear your stories, how it impacted you. So thank you, ladies, for joining me today. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in to watch as we celebrate the release of the book, I Am Worthy. Have a great rest of your day.